Look what I've done. Look what you taught me. One taught me love. One taught me patience. One taught me pain. I'm fucking addicted.
What's up, guys? Is that my intro now? What's up, ladies and gents? I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about losing my virginity. Now, this video is not to promote losing your virginity. I know a lot of young ladies watch me, but this video is it's funny. It's live. As you get older, you look back on the things you do, and it's kind of just like a laughing experience and just a whole bunch of different things. So this video is to tell my story of the time I lost my virginity and to give you young ladies some tips and tricks, because I'm not going to put any information out there to promote it or to make it seem like it's okay. I'm gonna always give y'all my truth, but also at the same time let y'all know where I went wrong and how you can avoid making the same mistakes I did. But before I even start talking about the story, I will say everybody can tell you the roads you're supposed to go on, what you're supposed to do, what not to do, but at the end of the day, we all make our own decisions. And your parent will tell you, don't have sex before marriage, don't do this, don't kiss that boy, you can't go to that party, and we end up sneaking around doing stuff anyway, making our own mistakes. But at the end of the day, your mistakes and different choices you make, it helps mold you into the person you are. You either learn from it or you don't. So though I'm not proud of a lot of decisions I made in the past, it really molded me into a great human being, and I'm just happy I'm here and I'm able to have this platform and be an inspiration and just shed light on stuff I've been through. So let's get into it. Alright, so I got my arm back, I'm ready. So I'm not going to say how old I was. I'm just gonna say, oh, it was a few years back. It was a long time ago. Okay, so it was this one day. I'm trying not to tell y'all how old I was, or what grade I was in, or what schooling I was in, cause but it was this one day. I was actually, you know, when you're really young, you're like dating, that little fake dating. I was dating the fake dating, y'all, before you get into the real dating. Fake dating this guy, talking to this guy, whatever. He was a bit older than me. And everyone I hung around with at that time was older than me. I'm in this grade and everybody else is 2-3 grades past me who I'm hanging out with. So I'm kind of making decisions and doing everything at the rate they are, even though I'm younger, because that's all I have around me. So this in particular day, I was at my grandmother's house. Grandma, if you're watching this, it was a long time ago. I'm sorry. Not my dad's mom, my mom's mom. I lived with my mom's mom at a certain period of time. So as my mom's house, my grandma's house, which was my house at the time where I lived, and also my cousin lived there as well. She was 2 years older than me, and my aunt also lived there as well, and she was 2 years older than me. So pretty much it's just like my two cousins, because my aunt is only 2 years older than me. We're all at the house. My grandma on Sunday, she goes to church, and we don't really go with her because I don't know, we just be sleepy, don't feel like it. She goes to church, and then when she gets out of church, she may come back home and change and then go back out to do grocery shopping, go to stores, shop. That's her routine. What's her routine at the time. So I believe it was a Sunday. She came back from church, changed her clothes, and went back out, said she was going to Target. So we used to always hit up the guys whenever my grandma left. At that time, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but we used to always hit up our little guy friends at that time whenever my grandma was gone, or if nobody's in the house after school. People was always coming through there, in and out. We were bad. So hit up our guys. It was just, I don't know. I don't really remember the conversation with y'all when I say this was so long ago. But somehow two of them made their way over there, And I was so nervous because again, I was really young and they were older than me, so they had already experienced this stuff. And I also was one of those people like J. Cole on his song, what was the song called? On Wet Dreams. I was also one that lied and said, oh yeah, I already done this before. Yeah, I'm good. Like, I already done this before, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. So I was doing all that talking, how J. Cole was on Wet Dreams. Like, yeah, I already did it before, you know, whatever. So he's like, okay. They came over quick. So he came over and I'm in there panicking, talking to my cousin Carmen. I'm like, yo, TMI. I'm like, yo, check how I smell. I don't know. You know, I don't know what to do. I'm just like, I don't even know. It's getting real. They on the way. I don't know what to do. Oh, not they, but he's on the way. I don't know what to do. It's getting real. And honestly, at that time, I think I was just trying to be grown and fit in and do what older people was doing, even though it wasn't my time. So I'm like, yo, check how I smell. Do I smell good? Like, do I look right? Is this supposed to look like this? Like, cause I'm young. Like, and Carmen was just like, whatever. Carmen was always just like, whatever. She never really encouraged nothing. She was just like, yo, you gonna make your decision, whatever. And Kelsey was somewhere, I don't know, not minding her own business. So they get there, and immediately, this boy comes in the house, he walks upstairs, and then he just lay on the bed. In the guest room, because my grandma's house, there's like billions of rooms. Lays in the guest room, lays in the guest room on the bed. And I'm just standing there like, what am I doing? I was so terrified, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I was scared, but I was just trying to. I really don't want to say that I was peer pressured, but I was so scared. I was terrified. So, I don't know. I was super terrified. And I'm just standing there and he's like laying on the bed like, what you doing? Come on. And I'm just like, ah! I'm like tiptoeing like, oh my gosh. The time is now. So, TMI. Finally, I just like, you know, get on the bed. And pain level, horrible. It was just like really horrible. And like, I believe I was only in that room for about 7 minutes. Soon as I finally inched my way, just like on the bed and, you know, in that situation, the dog started barking. So, you know, the dog barking, the dog's downstairs. We had a dog named Pepper, and whenever anybody comes near the house, anytime the garage lit up, anytime somebody's home, the dog barks. So we immediately, it's like, oh, everybody starts scattering. Everybody starts scattering. I knew at that moment Grandma's back. Like, everybody started scattering. We running. We trying to get them out, because the great thing about my grandmother's house back then was she had one of those houses with the loop around driveway. So the driveway is not in the front yard. It's actually in the backyard, because the driveway is long and you go all the way in the garage to the backyard. So they were able to run out the front door while she's coming through the garage in the back, coming around. So they're scavenging it, running out. I'm trying to fold the bed back up, pick, you know, everything back up. And the whole time I had on a little skirt. And I didn't have any undergarments on. So I'm running around trying to scavenge stuff up, make sure ain't no like condom peel on the floor and stuff. Me and my cousin, we just scavenging, and we're trying to make it look like we laying down watching TV sleep before she get up these stairs. So she gets up, they run out the door, we close the doors, whatever, it's good. We think we in the clear. So she comes upstairs. As soon as my grandma gets upstairs, she said, I know y'all had them little boys running around the corner. I was like, and literally the whole time. Now, I don't know if she knew this. I don't know if she saw this and she just didn't want to say nothing. Like I said, I just had on a little mini skirt at the time. And I didn't have on any undergarments. So I'm just sitting there like, on the floor bleeding as she's just standing over us talking. I don't know if she saw that and that's what made her say that. I'm not sure. But I didn't notice it until she walked out, and me and my cousin, you know when they walk out, you can talk about what happened. And I'm just like, my cousin like, you bleeding? And I'm like, huh? So, in a nutshell, my first time was not even really a first time, and it was nothing like you seen on little basketballs, nothing like you seen on the wood. It was like grandma's home over with. So I do say all this to say, looking back, I really wish in a lot of ways I didn't try to rush growing up, because in a lot of ways I tried to rush growing up when I was young. Like I said, I hung around everybody was older than me, so I'm doing everything that they're doing. I kind of grew up really fast. I experienced a lot of stuff fast. I did a lot of stuff fast. I acted fast in a lot of different ways. But I will say, ladies, with your virginity, and especially to my young ladies that are watching. Oh, and let me take this before I get into that. And after I lost my virginity that day, I never had sex for years and years and years and years and years and years and years down the line. Like, I just did it. But to my young ladies watching, for those of y'all who are what, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I'd say just don't let anybody pressure you into doing anything. Not saying I was pressured, because I was making, you know, my own decision. I was just like, yeah. But don't let a guy pressure you into anything. Also, don't just be in a rush to do stuff, because honestly, it's so true when your parents say, don't try to, you know, rush to grow up, because you're gonna wish you hadn't. In a lot of ways, I tried to rush growing up. Be conscious and be at an age where you can really make a real decision that you want to lose your virginity, because it's just a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of different things you're opening up yourself to. It's a lot of like different, I don't know, diseases and different things like that out there. You just really have to be careful with your mind and your body. And I feel like at a young age, you might think that you know it all and you think that you're ready, and you're really not. I'd say, like, in a lot of ways when I was young, I thought I was ready to do X, Y, and Z, but I really wish I wasn't. And my dad was somebody who told me, like, at a really, really young age, he tried to tell me a lot of stuff and I didn't listen, and it ended up blowing up in my face afterwards. So in a lot of ways, when we're young, we don't want to listen to our parents. We don't want to take what they're saying. We think we know it all, but you really don't. And now that I'm 22, it's like at 18, I knew that what my dad and everybody else was saying was, you know, correct. So I just say, just wait until you're at that age that you have a sound mind. And you think you have a sound mind at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You think you're gonna marry whoever you with at the age. You think you know it all at that age. And it's like, still at 22, I'm still learning. So don't be in a rush for that, because it's not as good as you think. It's, if you want that moment to be special, I think you should wait. I'm not saying wait until marriage, because that would be hypocritical of me to say that. And I'm not one of those people who do that. But wait until you have a sound mind, are old enough in a committed relationship, until it's a special moment for you, not a moment where you have to sneak around and be afraid of parents finding out. And wait till you at that age. It may be college, it may be the end of, you know, high school, it may be out of college, whatever it is, just wait, because you're not missing out on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want some more story times. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.